Hey, healthy people. Good morning. How are you guys today? Today is what is today? Tuesday, March 13th, 2018. And our journal question for today, which I did not post last night because I fell asleep. I was supposed to wake up and post it, but I decided to just kind of stay asleep, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, it's do you believe that you are here for a reason? What might that be? So that's our journal question for today. Um, I feel like that question is important. However, I also feel like people shouldn't feel bad if they don't feel like they're not here for a reason. I know normally when I'm talking to someone, mentoring someone, or coaching someone, we talk about um, people always want to know, like, why do I love God so much, or how do I know He's real, those kinds of things. And I always say when I started this particular journey, this journey actually started in 2007, I want to say. However, and then I got divorced in 2008. So, but it really started um, 4 years ago now, I guess, when I quit my job, took the little sabbatical, best time of my life, best thing I did for myself. And I just really went after God wholeheartedly. Unfortunately, the cause of that was a horrible relationship that I no longer wanted to keep going back to because we kept doing this back and forth thing on and off for 2 years. And so um, I just quit my job and I spent 3 months with God. And I know that's not an option for everyone, but I still spend time with God because I do work. I work a lot and I'm okay with that. But I still spend time with Him. I wake up really early. Um, to do that. I might do it in my car. I might do it on my break or something. I don't know, walk away from my desk and do it. It just, whenever I need to do it, I do it. My journaling is part of that. The journaling that we do has a question attached to it, which is more like reflection. However, I free journal. I have I have like a dream journal. I have a fasting journal. So I'm all about journaling. I know I have mentioned that we will talk more about that and the different kind of journals that I use and that I'm all these other things. But anyway, so I say all that to say this, and I always tell people, took the little sabbatical. I read the Bible. You don't have to. And this is not religious based. This is just my relationship with God. So what I did was found scripture in the Bible that could help me meditate on, like words, scripture to help me meditate on what I was looking for. And because at that time it was a lot of lack of self love, so I found scripture that talked about how God knows the number of hairs on my head and before I was formed in the womb and all these things. And so I meditated on that and I just ended up believing that He had a plan for my life and that I was worth something. And then over time I began to believe that, and now I believe it wholeheartedly. In turn built my relationship with Him because I'm like, okay, if He knew all these things about me, He must care and He must love me. And so that's how my relationship with God became what it is. And God's like my homie. Like I'm so serious, we be rolling. But um so how does that relate to that question? So I don't know how to sing, I don't know how to dance. I cook enough for everybody to survive, so I wouldn't have a bakery or a restaurant. So my gift is not something where it's just like, that's your gift. We know that's your gift. We can see it. I don't know how to sew. I don't know how to draw. Those obvious gifts. So what I did was just started um, seeing what came to me naturally and what was easy for me. Um, and it was my strength. My mom always tells me that like I have strength like her and my grandmother and all that stuff. It's my strength, and I used to feel bad about that because at one point it became like for a black woman to be strong, it's like we don't have to be strong anymore. And so then I feel bad when I'm like steady pushing through and I'm knocking down goals and it's late and I'm tired and I'm still up and I'm still at my kids' senior in high school. Like, well, this meeting, oh, he wants to go. Like, who does that when your kids are senior in high school? I mean, I'm not saying people don't, but then I'm at the eighth graders meeting and I'm picking up another job and all this crazy stuff that I had to do to get done. Plus, in the process of starting my own business and having workshops and workbooks and, um, all this other stuff, volunteering, just craziness, right? And I would always feel bad. Like, oh, I don't have to be a strong black woman. I don't have to dust it off and shake it off. So people be saying I don't have emotions, but then I was like, but that's kind of like who you are, and that's okay. And to help others and to help others work through things and all that other stuff, it works for me. And to help keep people motivated in my group chat with my girlfriends, they be like, just when I'm ready to give up, you come say some stuff. And I had to explain to them, like, this is not me boasting. I'm just saying, like, it's an everyday process to push yourself forward and push yourself through and hype yourself up, you know what I mean? And so anyways, that was one of the things I knew that I was good at, was being strong. Kind of discovered that I was good at teaching because I could read people. As far as the tone of my classroom, I could tell when everybody's tired and they ain't even trying to hear my voice. I'm like, y'all know I'm funny, y'all know y'all want to be here, but they ain't even trying to hear that. I know that. I could tell when they feel like they ain't learning, I'm wasting their time. Then we get to have that conversation. So I found out that I was pretty good at that. And just little things like that. So I just started to pay attention to myself, my surroundings, what people give me compliments on, what comes easy to me versus what comes easy to someone else. There's other things that I can't stand. Y'all know I cannot stand paperwork, and it's getting worse and worse. And I'm like, Jesus, be with me until you say that somebody else gonna do all this paperwork for me. Anyways, I know I wasted a lot of y'all time, but that's what I want you guys to focus on and journal about is, do you believe that you are here for a reason? And if so, what might that reason be? I'm wishing you guys all healthier and happier habits. Have a happy Tuesday.